Can you guys guess what I'm playing? Is it Final Fantasy 15? Is it Kingdom Hearts 2.8? If you read the title of the video, you're being like an uncool person right now. But I for one am pretty excited and it feels like deja vu. I don't remember exactly when I purchased it, but I actually am looking at the poster I got. I bought the special edition of Trails in the Sky because 2011. No, I bought it way after that. But I was excited because I was like a JRPG for the PSP. That's pretty much what I was all into. What I am all into. The special edition is at home and I wouldn't be able to play it anyways because I don't have it on my PSTV. Anyways, regardless, we're here with the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. If you notice, I talk about it in the first episode of Trails of Cold Steel, but I tried to play this game forever ago and I couldn't get into it. I remember I was on some sort of farm, and then I went into a dungeon. I had no clue what was happening. This is little Estelle. Or, yeah, Estelle. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. Those random urns. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored! Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Cassius, did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I bought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? And I think that's Joshua, yeah, boy. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. I'll wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kind of dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. So that's how Estelle and Joshua met. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. Yeah, in anime games, it's black hair that's weird. Not the blue hair or the purple hair or the silver hair. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Sherazard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Was Cassius a bracer? Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please, just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? No, that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't try to toy with me, Cassius Bright! Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Jeez, got him. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change the sub... Jeez. Ow. Quit yelling. All right already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... Joshua? He doesn't say it right there? Okay. I was expecting lyrics. I know this was originally released. Well, I think that I read that this was originally released on the PC. I'm not 100% certain if this is like a situation where there was never an opening theme with lyrics or if they just Tales of Abyssed it. Uh, it's so bright in here. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Guess that's a no. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then too. Joshua and his harmonica. Is that the opening theme? It's kind of bad that I literally just heard it and don't remember if those are the opening bars. Aw, she's so supportive. Nice, Joshua! Bravo! Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what about that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber? What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. How fortunate for you. Anyway, I can't quite put my finger on it, but something seems to be missing from the melody you were playing. Overall, though, it's a great song. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Anyway, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Cassius isn't dead, which is always good. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. Yeah, I was on a farm or something about pigs, and we had to go into a dungeon. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? A fight? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. This whole time I thought her name was Scheherazade. Scheherazade? Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about ruin-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude! But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I did have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Received 500 mira. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad! Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Scheherazade my regards. HP, EP, and CP. Let's see what the menus are looking like. Oh, okay, and there's the mini-map. Hint, registering location names. Names shown on the world map from the beginning are limited. Visiting an area once or seeing the name will automatically add it to the map. That's cool! Newly added names can be confirmed by pressing the X button to zoom in on the map. Bright House, City of Roland. Recipe book, Bracer notebook, Monster guide, Liberal map. Elise Highway. And this changes the thing. Okay, so start. Let's look at our status. That's Estelle Bright. Joshua Bright. Oh, he's got our last name. S-Crafts. Sever. He's already got an S-Craft? Pummel. S-Crafts must be way different in this game then. Let's see if there's any secret stuff around the home. No. Doesn't look... Oh, there's a standing log for staff practice. Can I talk to Joshua? No. Can I make Joshua my party leader? No. Or I might be able to, but I just don't know how yet. Elise Highway. This shouldn't be... I wonder if they're... No, because I think we first encountered monsters in that dungeon. North, Roland 49 Selge. South, Garoon Gate 259 Selge. West Bright House. Wait, we were going to Ruan, right? Oh man, I think it was the closer one. Where the heck? City of Relent. I vaguely remember this place. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Oh, okay, let's see. Renon General Goods, Elgar Arms and Guards, Relent Bracer Guild. Wait, first let's talk to this guy, Fremont. Is this a kid? I'm on my way over to the Forest of Mistwald to the south of here for work. There was a merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. I need to get enough ready for the order I received. Okay. Let's change the camera angle this way. Oh, the birds, they fly away! And these are the kids. Hold on. Ooh. Oh. What did they discover? Okay, let's go to the Relent Bracer Guild. That's not Shara. Ina. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Ina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Okay, cool. And then Scheherazade. I thought her name was Scheherazade. Nope, I was completely wrong. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara! Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm. But I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice, eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Okay. About orbits, about bracers, about the Liberal Kingdom. Okay. Let's go ahead and start with orbits. I'm sure they work a little differently. Orbits are the mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz processed septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, 50 years, so that places this at like 170, no, orbits? Dang, how long were orbits surrounding Trails of Cold Steel? I want to say, because that was about 220 years ago that it was founded, I want to say that this is like 170 years before Trails of Cold Steel. Man, I'm probably all wrong, but I'll find out. These devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. I'll have to check when the Orbital Revolution was in reference to Trails of Cold Steel. About bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. So this is why bracers are on the decline in Trails of Cold Steel, because this is pretty much all the stuff that they have Class 7 doing, and if there were bracers running around doing this stuff instead, there wouldn't be any reason to assign these tasks to Class 7. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. About the Liberal Kingdom, and this, so Liberal and Trails of Cold Steel takes place in Erebonia. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemuria continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. I feel like this is kind of like saying the state of New York sits on the eastern part of the United States of America, and it's a pretty liberal place. Like, why would you need to explain that to somebody? Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbits. Orbit technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Erebonia invaded Liberal. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Alright. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I am going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worked for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it! Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give the both of you. Ina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Alright, and we're actually gonna go ahead. Files should be it. We're gonna save. We're just about half an hour. And as far as the first part of Trails in the Sky, we're gonna call it here. I'll see you guys next time, so definitely join me then for more Trails in the Sky. Bye for now, guys.